Hey guys, we got war number 3 of season 48 here. I'm going to be bringing in Tigra, Kushala, and Venom. I'm going to be using Venom for just a couple of fights and Kushala for the majority of them. And then there's an Onslaught boss who I'm going to take with Tigra. So first up, we have just a rank 4 spot here. And I was trying to reroll to good buffs. It didn't really matter. It's going to be a quick fight, as in like 11 seconds quick. It was over about before it began. And next up, we have a Kushala that we're fighting. Going to be using Kushala here. I would use Venom, but he's bleed immune, or Kushala's bleed immune, so I figured I'd just go in here with Kushala. She has good sustainability, being able to regen on block and stuff when I don't mess up, which is more often than not that I do, so hopefully I can get through this fight pretty good. It did look like it was a rank 3 Kushala. I wasn't paying that much attention, but there I missed my special 2 decks and took a whole bunch of damage. But that Soul Barb is actually good for me because I don't really gain any buffs on my own, so I'll get a little bit of my willpower healing back from that. She goes down. I lose a little bit of health. I have to throw in a couple of potions later on. But just moving forward here, using an absurd amount of energy on all these portals. And going to be moving forward when the game decides it wants to load. Taking path 8 in section 1 and section 2 again. And next up we have a Cosmic Ghost Rider. I haven't really fought him this season yet, so I'm not really sure how he is with the tactic, but I don't really think there'll be much of an issue. I do just pop on a combat regen boost to hopefully heal back most of that health I lost without having to worry about potions. But Cosmic Ghost Rider's also Incinerate immune, so I'm going to be throwing special 2s again. And I kind of forgot that his special 1 you have to deck so many times, so I did take, or he did go indestructible there, and I didn't realize that he goes, or not, I didn't notice that I didn't get the parry, so I treated it like I did parry it and got myself smacked in the face there, which simultaneously made me take a bunch of degen damage because of the special 2, having him complete all of his missions. So I will end up popping some health potions here. I haven't taken Adam Warlock on this node before. I thought about popping on an invuln boost and didn't, because I don't know why. I know that I'm going to be putting buffs on him, so Rich Get Richer is going to just feed him through the roof. But Kushala is one of the better options for Adam Warlock, and Adam Warlock with this in this meta is absolutely miserable. I hate fighting. He's my least favorite fight this meta, and I do need to probably just parry those special ones instead of trying to dex them. But next up, we're throwing special 3 or special 2 here. Hopefully he'll throw his special 2, which he does, and now he's got a bunch of his indestructible buffs. He has another special 2. His power efficiency did fall off though, so at least that's a plus there. I didn't realize that my blessings had fallen off, so I had lost my what's it called? Ability to block unblockable. That's what I'm looking for. I've completely lost the rhythm of this fight now, and I really need to get it back so I don't give up my first death of the season. I have started to go for just blocking the special ones, getting a parry on the first hit if I can, and at this point I realize that he's not going to throw, and then he does, and I almost got myself smacked in the face because of it. But he throws another one, I block that, and then I dex, and he goes indestructible with next to no health left. I need to get my parries off, I got my parries off, but I forgot that sometimes you don't actually get the parry stun on Adam Warlock, and he goes to a special 3. So, not looking good. I do survive it though, and it puts me to a special 3 of my own, which I'm able to throw, and he should be dead here. So, it was a little bit scary there for a minute, but it did turn out in not dying, so at least that's good. But naturally, after taking out one of the most annoying defenders, I get to fight the exact same defender on the next node. So I'll be taking Adam Warlock again here on this next fight, and this is the aggression regen node, where I'm pretty sure my soul barb does enough damage on the per regen that it doesn't really matter if he stacks them up. I should be regenning most of it back anyways. Or I should be degenning him for most of it anyways. But here we go. Just checking to see if I have any boosts that I want to put on, which apparently I didn't. So, go in this fight. Gonna play it hopefully about the same as my last fight, except he won't have power efficiency and all the other annoying nodes he had. Go ahead and pause my blessings there. Max out my other blessings. Throw my special 2 and hope and pray that the soul barb does more damage than the regens. And even with just a few buffs on him there, the soul barb's doing a lot of damage. So it's up to 8,000 damage a tick here, which is enough. I think I can live with 8,000 damage a tick on the soul barb. There I get a second soul barb up, and he goes down. So that fight went much better. A lot happier about that than the last one. And next up, we'll be fighting this Gore on the annoying node. Also power efficiency, and you have to knock him down to do damage, whatever that node is called. Using Kushala here as well. It's One Eye Open, I believe. Or maybe, I don't think One Eye Open gets introduced until tier 2, and this is just tier 3 war, so not actually One Eye Open. I tried to throw a special 2 there and was not able to, so that was unfortunate. Here I get my special 2 off though. It'll knock him down at the same time. And that soul barb damage is over 10,000 a tick. So it's working pretty well. This fight with Kushala is over almost before it began as well. But next up, we will be moving to the hazard shift fights, and I will be taking that Maestro, also with Kushala. I said last war I need to start taking that Killmonger, and I do need to start taking that Killmonger. I just didn't have the right champ on my team, although I could have left Venom at home this time and brought someone for him. But one way or the other, I'll be fighting this Maestro here. Maestro with Kushala is also pretty easy. She's probably the best counter to him on this hazard shift fight, and also probably the best counter to him on the polka dot power mini boss fight. But Maestro isn't nearly as big an issue as he was in the beginning, so we'll be going through this fight just throwing special 2. I get myself parried there, not really sure how that happened. I do throw my heavy attack there, punishing his to pause my blessings, and then throw my special 2, get that soul barb damage started. I did take a bit of poison damage there, and I'll just wait this out a little bit. Now that the poison phase is over, though, I can start hitting him again. He is running at least half recoils, though, because I did notice that he took recoil damage from that, even though he didn't have a bleed on him at the start of the fight. So he may just be running half recoils, may just be running the recoil mastery. Not really sure why people do that, but sometimes people will just run that one. So one way or the other. I'll be moving up here, moving to the left side here, leave someone with a Shuri to take that domino fight, and leave someone with a Kushala that hasn't been healed 30 times to take that Maestro fight. But next up here, I do believe we use Kushala again anyway, so I will be healing her once again. I really did think about taking that Domino. I just don't think that Venom would be the best option there because of all the missing and stuff that would end up happening. But I do go ahead, use more units to heal up Kushala. When you're boosted, it gives you a little bit more health than what it actually shows you give them or you get. So that's why I don't heal up all the way. And then when I actually apply the potions, sometimes it does put me all the way to the full yellow bar. But here, a rank 3 Chavez on the node where they get a bunch of damage based on how many bars of power they've gained that fight. I just really need to keep her from throwing heavy attacks, and this will be a super straightforward fight. Already, those incinerates are doing a lot of damage. It looks like 3,600 a tick or something, maybe. But here, I'll go ahead and push her to a special 2. My block proficiency should more or less counteract any of the damage I take, and I do have an invuln boost on. So I did just dex the first 2 hits and eat that last one. But she went down pretty easy. Next up, we have a Sauron, and we will be using Venom for this fight. It's a rank 3 Sauron. That's probably the first rank 3 Sauron I've ever seen, and I feel bad for the poor dude who had to rank 3 as Sauron. But here we are using Venom again. I reroll that buff and get a precision, which is very nice. I get a second precision. So more or less, if I get a cruelty or something, my buffs will be set. I get another fury. That's good enough for me. I don't really think I'm going to try and reroll again. Sauron is pretty easy to dex most of his specials. Sometimes his special 1 will clip me, and then if I finish a full combo into him when he has a special 2 and try and full dex it, that sometimes clips me. But just wait out his unblockable there, and he's already most of the way dead, and I'm still up here at a full yellow bar. So this fight is going about as well as I could have hoped, even though it is just Sauron. So go there. I do finish that combo. I know there's a possibility that he punishes me with a special 2, but I had my invulnerability boost, and then I just wasted it there anyways. I knew a full combo plus a special 1 at the end would kill him there, and just the first medium killed him. So now we have a Tigra versus Onslaught. This is the first time I fought Onslaught with Tigra in War, and I honestly don't really know how it's going to go. I'm looking for a 20% or a 12% special damage boost, but apparently I don't have any, so I'm just going to be using the 8% this war, and tried to get in before my invulnerability boost fell off, and here's the hopefully perfect Onslaught fight. But he wouldn't throw a heavy attack, so my stances halfway fell off before I was even able to get a heavy attack off. And now I need to see if I can bait his special 1. If not, I'll throw that extra special. I throw my special 2 here, and I was not paying attention to how much power he'd have because it pushed him to his special 2. I thought I'd go for it, push him to his special 2, and then get to another special 2 of my own and go for it. I decided against that almost immediately because, well, it was not going to end well. I'm fairly confident dexing his special 2. I don't know if I can phase any of it. I really have no clue how that works with his attacks because I know you can't phase his special 1. At least sometimes you can't. And then I get hit by the special 1 there. If I hadn't got hit by the special 1 there, this fight would have been probably been a solo, but I have to throw my special 3 to reactivate my stances anyways, and then I have to get back up to a special 2. And with all those debuffs on me, it's not going to happen now. He applies a couple more, and I tried to dex him, I think, and I just got hit. So that'll be my first death of the season. So if I continue this, it shouldn't be too bad. It's kind of sad that my first death was not even to a tactic defender. I do decide to revive Tigra and go back in with her because she's just the safest option here. So I will go in. I will finish this off with Tigra, which will put me 30-1 this season, with my one death being to a boss fight. But overall, this tactic is annoying, but it's not as bad as it could be, as it was before they nerfed it just a little bit. I do go ahead and throw my special 2 here, I believe. I was trying to bait another special, or another heavy, but he would not throw it. But that ends the fight. That'll be it for this season. The war's not quite over yet, but we're ahead by about 40 deaths, and we only have like 5 more kills, or 5 more defenders remaining on their side, and they have like 15. So that'll be it, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.